Alright, I need just a piece of basic white to do my stamping on. So we're going to stamp this cute Corgi with our Memento Tuxedo Black ink. That is the number you need if you want to order it from my website. It is 132708. I do believe that is the same one. I will put all of this on my website. This little guy fits on the size D block. Just in case you're curious. You just put him on there. Let's make the fan straight. So you just center him on the block. You get your ink on there. Make sure he's all inked up. And you stamp it straight down. Now, I'm going to cut it out with a circle. So you want to make sure that there's enough room around your stamp. I just kind of stamped him where I knew there would be. Stampin' Chamois is your best friend. Sorry if that shouldn't shake. I have you attached to my bookshelf, not my stamping shelf. Alright, so that's what I'm using for that. That's all I'm using out of that one. We're going to set him aside and let him dry before we color him and then cut him out. So, oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to use I need this one because I want to stamp and punch out. So I'm going to use the dies because I'm going to do UR with this. So these are the backgrounds. I can't remember the name of them right now. And then these are the actual words. So I'm going to do the actual word out of the red and put it on top of the black. Now, I have brain fog, sorry. So, on here, I'm going to show you how to put on the adhesive. I already have it on the back of here, so it's going to be really easy. We're just going to put these on here, and then they will stick straight down to our card front when we're ready for them. And then I need to put it on here so that we can cut the words out of red. And then I am going to, yes, that's what I'm doing. Then I'm going to stamp, so I have UR like this, and then I'm going to stamp So Cool, and we're going to punch it out with the little punch. I'm sorry if this is going to take forever. So this is our adhesive sheets. I will link you to those also when I put the dimensions and all of the things you need. And I know I cut that too big. We only need about half of that. We'll put that piece. So, what you do, watch this not work because I'm trying to record this. Oh, it did. So this is sticky now. And I'm putting it on the back of my paper. Just like that. Did you see it stick to me? Yay, it went in there. That's good. So, set that over there, over there. This goes over here. This is my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Let's see if it works for me today. Yes, my plates are very dirty and very loved. I need to wash them. I actually just watched a YouTube video how to clean them and get all the gunk out of the grooves. I don't know. Something about not wanting to get new ones. I just like to use them to death. They're very loved, very loved. If you hear screaming in the background, sorry about that. My grandchild thinks that he rules the roost. Sometimes he's right, but not always. He's a funny little 2-year-old. And when they put him on steroids, he has anger issues. That's a story for another day. Those who know, know. Alright, so now we're going to do the outline or the background. We're going to just do the same thing. So you line up your sandwich. I will do a basics and die cutting for my basic tutorials. But this is not that right now. So, alright, see how they're stuck in there? I guess I can give you a little basics. Did you see how that was stuck in there? This is a take your pick tool. It is your best friend. You're going to just poke right in that little hole. And look at that. Pops right out. And this one too. Poke right in the little hole. Pops right out. Alright. So, you know what I'm going to do? While we have this out, I'm going to go ahead and cut our Corgi and then we can color him. Although this paper does not fit in there. So let's find our die. I think I want the biggest one. It does fit in here. Is that centered for everyone? I hope so. So, that fits just perfect. So what I'm going to do is just take my scissors. Any scissors will work. Long ones usually work faster, but I put them away. So, see, now he fits. So you're going to line it up just right. So if you don't want him jumping around, just put a little piece of washi tape, or like I have Post-it note tape. I just got it off of Amazon. You can buy it at Staples, you can buy it at Walmart. Amazon's fantastic. They'll even bring it to you. Alright. So did you see how those plates kind of buckled up a little bit? It's okay, because when you run it through, it will come out the other side just fine. I'm going to close this guy up because I think that's all I'm die cutting at the moment. You just pop your tape off of here. There he is. He's so cute. Alright. So, I'm sorry. Let me put these away before I lose them. And it does have thanks and amazing. And they both have the word and the background. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with those guys right now. Then we are going to stamp, punch, and then we are going to assemble. Oh, we have to color. Okay, see how these little guys are in here? You're going to punch those out with your take your pick tool. There is a brush end that you can get with this, and then you just run it over it, and it takes it. It takes all the little, it pushes all the little pieces out. So you peel off that adhesive backing, and sometimes, like right now, it just pulled out all the pieces. Sometimes it's perfect. So then you just layer this, you line it up on there so it just looks like a little shadow, and then you press it down. Voila! I think I'm a little wonky, but it looks good still. So I just kind of like to poke on them just a little bit, then they usually come out with that adhesive when you pop it off. There we go. And it worked for that one too. I Love it when a plan comes together. If you know me, you already know I'm goofy. If you don't, you're gonna learn. Alright, and those have the adhesive on the back also. So, we're gonna do you are. We're gonna continue to let him dry a little bit more. Now we are just going to punch out. We are going to stamp and then punch out. That is helpful to do it in the right order. So, you kind of want to do them so they're spaced apart, because the little punch does have, will you let go of my fingernails? Alright, let's just do one at a time, because it wants to play with my nerves. Alright, we have our S. Is that upside down? I do believe. Well, it won't matter, because when we stamp it, or when we punch it out, then we can just turn it the right way, since the stamp is both the same on both sides. So when you get your set, they come on a sheet like this. They're sandwiched between a hard plastic sheet and a soft protective cover. And the way Stampin' Up! Does it, they print all of your, sorry for the glare from my light, I need to move it so it's not straight directly over my head. Anyway, so they print it on the back, on the paper backing, so that you can peel them all off. You can take this over it, and you can take this off and then put it on there so they're protected, so they don't get all fuzzy and yucky. If they do, you just run them under cold water, or it doesn't even have to be cold. Just run them under running water, and then just kind of, you know, brush them. You remember those sticky hands we used to have? And they get all gummy because you'd slap everything with them. And then you just run them under water, wash off all the fuzz and stuff, and then they would be sticky again. Basically, it's the same idea. Anyways, I haven't finished doing my set. So, but once you do, you can use this piece for the windows for a shaker card, or just a clear piece. You can actually even make like clear cards out of them, because they're big enough that you can cut them down and they can be a card front. So we need 3 O's because we're going to do so cool. So we've got 1. I know you guys know how to count. You don't have to count with me. Then Stampin' Chamois. Clean that bad boy. Then we are going to stamp our L. And our C. Now I know that's upside down. Alright. Easy peasy. I have seen, and I'm going to do this, and I will show you this trick later on. Since everything's printed all wonky on the back there, I believe it was Patty Bennett who said she typed it all out on a piece of paper and just stuck it in as an insert. She printed it out on her computer and stuck it in as an insert. Maybe she even just stamped it all on a piece of paper. But then she could stick her letters the way they're supposed to be in order, just like this, as opposed to that jumble of a mess and confusing. Alright. So, if you're like me, you want to put a cover on that guy, because that's dangerous as all get out. So, this is the right. So we want the C right in the middle. We're gonna, ouch, don't pinch yourself with it. I tell ya, fingernails are not always right. Oops. So, the only problem when you do it like that, you have to cut off the pieces so you can get your stamp in the right spot. I think I want it more centered. Let's just do this. because every once in a while I actually have genius moments. It's only every once in a while, I tell you. There's our L. One O. I guess I did it kind of wonky. Ooh, that one's kind of close. See what I mean? You gotta make sure you stamp them apart. You see it shoot me? That's funny. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Our S was upside down anyways. Perfect. See there? And now, here is a fancy tip for you. Take that tape, because, yeah, we'll do it like that. I don't have much paper left, and I need to get that in there and be able to hold on to it still. And line it up just right. Then you just take that tape right off the back. So cool. Now you stick this guy back on your die cut machine. Ta-da! Alright, so now we just have to color him. Oh, we do need a stamp. Sorry, our other stamp set. We're gonna do happy birthday. So on this paper here, I was going to use these stars. This is from our, hold on one second. It's from the mini catalog, and it's from Hey Sports Fan 12x12 DSP, and I do believe that it is discounted right now because it is retiring. So I'm going to put him like this right on here. So I will cut that down in just a minute. But this is stars. The other side is baseballs. So I think we're going to use the Pacific Point. And this is, I think this is Daffodil Delight. So we are going to use Daffodil Delight and the Pacific Point for our happy birthday on the inside. So you want to do your lighter one, which I'm going to do a big happy. And I'm just going to take that same D block. And the best part about clear stamps and clear blocks, you can line them up so that they are straight. So what you do, I will show you how to make your polymer stamps pick up ink the best too when we get to our stamping videos. Alright, so I'm going to put the happy right here. You just stamp straight down, and you could see how you could tell it had full contact with the paper. Ta-da! We are going to stamp and chamois that clean. Now these stamps, see how it's a little pink? It does, a lot of the reds will stain your polymer stamps, but they're clean. They are, trust me. You can always you stamp it back, stamp it on a piece of paper. You can double check if you're not sure. Alright, close that guy back up. Danger, people, danger. Don't leave your stamp sets open. If you're like me, you are so going to stick your fingers in it. Now, the reason why we did the light one first is because we're going to take this birthday, we're going to take it in dark, and we're going to overlap it. So you always do your dark one first. Your dark one last, because you don't want it, you don't want your light one to get lost. So we're just going to stamp birthday right here. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? It's happy birthday. See? You just wipe that off. It's clean. Oh, there's some, you can see there's like little black on the edges too. It's still clean. It's just stained. Alright, so these, you push it forward, grab it right here. It's hard when you have nails. You don't want to stick your nails in it because then you get them all over your project. And there is that. So this, okay, now it's not assembly time because we still have to stamp him, color him. I think we are going to, we can do a red, we'll do a red fan. I have this, we'll do your red. This is actually Poppy Parade, but this will work. So, these are the Stampin' Blends. This is dark. You just kind of color the dark around like the areas that would have a natural shadow. I think that's good. And then you just color it in. And they just blend together. This is very technical looking, but it honestly is easy. It is something that, you know, is a little daunting to people, but once you try it and you do it and you keep doing it, practice makes better, my friends. See, it doesn't look too far off, so it's not too bad. So I'm gonna take the pool party. We're gonna color the fan blades. Just kind of wonky. You just want a little bit of color there since it's empty. You know, the fan is obviously blowing, so I'm just gonna squiggle on those guys. This is a light pool party. We will take the, what color ribbons do we want blowing out of there? Let's do the, we'll do the Daffodil Delight. So the reason why you use the Memento Tuxedo Black ink is because this is water-based. These are alcohol markers, so the alcohol won't dissolve it because water dissolves it. So you would not use this for regular markers or watercolor. You use StazOn. I don't know if you can use the basic black for that or not. So, what color is our Corgi going to be? I think he'll be crumb cake. So we've got light and dark. So you're going to take the dark and you're just going to do like his little feet here. Just, we're actually going to do the bottom part of his feet because there's a little line right there. We're going to do them fully dark. And then the rest of him is going to get a little bit lighter. We'll do the light crumb cake. This is really dark for crumb cake, actually. So just do a little bit of dark here. A little bit around the edges. And his ear right there. Coloring these little critters or any images is your own creation. So just do what you think will make it look the best. You can have a purple dog if you want. get to where the colors are, you can just like go in little circles and it blends it together. Now, if you go over itself over and over and over again, or if you let it dry and then come back, it will. This family is noisy. Sorry about that, everybody. We're just going to leave his belly light. We're going to leave it white. And we're going to do his tongue with some dark flirty flamingo. He is so stinking cute. And I don't know if the light flirty flamingo, oh, that's kind of pink. I'm going to go over that with petal pink and make it a little more skin color. I don't know, that's kind of cute. Let's do it. This is alright. A little more peachy. How about that? See, you can mix any color you want. Each color comes in a light and a dark. That way you can do the shading, and then they will, like here. See how it just natural shading. Okay. So, I learned from Barb at Barb Stamps how to put these cards together, and it is like game changing because I always, you just put a little tiny bit because, and this is our multi-purpose glue. I will link to that too. You go like this. This is what Barb taught me. You just line it up. You don't worry about over here because you barely see it. You want to make it even on the 3 sides. Ta-da! Beautiful. So the inside's done. The outside, what we're going to do is we're just going to put it on. You put a little bit at the top, a little bit down the middle. That's about as long as it was. You line it up on the top, right in the middle where you want it. Line it up from side to side. That looks right. If it's off a little bit at the top, the liquid glue does help you. Alright, I'm busting out the big guys. Just makes it easy. You open it up and you cut right along the edge, and it's done. There was a little bit of glue on there. Just let that dry, and nobody will ever know. Oh, I guess. So I'm going to pop him up on dimensionals. I get to open a new pack because I finished off a sheet earlier. Stampin' dimensionals are nice because they just let you pop your card right up. Pop your image, whatever you want to pop up. This is why if you're doing it on the front of a card, you're going to want to use a layer of white if you're doing a straight card front. Because if you're making a white card and you stamp on the front and you color on the front, you're going to see it when you open the front. So you always want to use an actual whole layer if you're going to do it and color the whole picture, or just even color part of the picture. It's really nice to do just stamped on cards. I'm not even paying attention where I'm putting these dimensionals. I'm just going all crazy. Oh, that'll work. Sorry. It was like squirrel. It looks really pretty if you do an all white card and you have the colored image on the front of the all white card, but you don't want to. I just check them all, make sure I got all the dimensionals off. We're going to put him right here, right in the middle. Now, these guys have adhesive on the back. I probably should have done that one too, but maybe we'll just pop them up. Take your pick tool. Peel off your adhesive. Especially if you got nails, ladies. Trust me. This guy is your friend. Did I skip my train of thought again? My train jumps the rails a lot. I'm so sorry. Alright. You are... Let's do little baby dimensionals. We got a S. We're just going to pop it right in the middle. We got... Aha, let's put it the right way. We know what we're doing now, huh? I guess I'm gonna do them at the bottom. I think it looks better that way. So don't stick them totally to your finger or you won't get them off. I'm gonna space it. If you don't push them down all the way, then you can pick them right back up. Oh! I thought I got it off of there. And yes, these little things end up everywhere. You find them in the laundry, you find them in your clothes, have them in my pockets. Oh, darn it. So, alright, if you do what I did, you can scoot them up. Oh man, I was doing good. Okay, there's no mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. Everything can be fixed. You just kind of wiggle it. If it won't come off, you can use your take your pick tool. Now we have enough space. Here, I'm just going to move this guy. Nope. So I thought. Alright. Make it look like eyeballs. One more. And that's right. And that's it. We are done. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Alright. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.